We all need a little magic and wonder in our lives right now, and who better to provide that than a talented Vegas magician, the amazing Vinny Grosso, joining us live. Vinny, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking. I'm sure you miss being on a Vegas stage. It might be a while before you get on a stage, so the show must go on. You're getting really creative. Tell us about your new show.
Yeah, well, my new show is from my living room here in Las Vegas, and yes, I definitely missed the live show. I was actually working a cruise ship when everything shut down, and it was quite a culture shock from living the life to living the quarantine life. But I wanted to create something that wasn't just an like a substitute for the live thing. I wanted to do something innovative and creative with it. So as much as I'm performing here in my living room, the magic happens in your home as well. And it's an experience that you could not get. I could not replicate this in a theater.
And let's talk about it because it is interactive for those of us at home. I was watching one of your videos and you had audience reaction, and just to see them like gasp and go, oh my gosh. So tell us about this great show.
Yeah, well, the kind of gasp thing is because it took me a while to do this. I tried to create an entire show, and there's certainly in the beginning of it, there's magic where it is, a magic trick happening, right here. But as the show progresses, more and more stuff happens in the person's home, and it culminates with kind of like this whole conclusion where it's like, oh, all this stuff was connected, and that's where you saw all those gasps on the people's faces. Yeah.
And let's talk about this because also in that video you talk, it's great for, companies maybe with team building or fundraisers, but also at home for dinner parties or birthday parties. What a great thing for a kid to be able to say, hey, Vinny Grosso's in my living room.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so I use Zoom, the platform of Zoom, but I layered it with other technology so it doesn't feel like it is a Zoom meeting. So it feels more like a broadcast like you're doing as far as two shots and stuff like that. So it kind of takes people away from that. The whole idea is for it to be an escape. But because it is on Zoom, people are doing like that, like you said, the dinner party or birthday party kind of thing, where I turn over the Zoom to them an hour before the show. So they have their fun of, a lot of times they order the same takeout meal all together or, some sort of thing, and they socialize. And then I come on, do the show, and then I leave the Zoom open for them afterwards as well to continue to socialize. So it's the new dinner and a show kind of thing.
An interactive show at home in the comfort of your own home. Say, if you want to be in your PJs, you can be in your PJs. All right, let's talk about your career because I was also watching another video with Penn and Teller. We just had Penn earlier today. You were they were mentioning, one of only 4 magicians. You have fooled them not once, but twice.
Yes, well, so that's an old statistic. There's now, I believe, 6 people that have fooled Penn and Teller twice, and even 2 people that have fooled them a 3rd time. So, but I always say that I'm the only comedy magician to have fooled them twice, which is still valid. But yeah, they're wonderful, and quite honestly, them specifically and that show has, for lack of a better description, given me a career. Wow. So.
That is so great. And then also one of the videos, you also had a little help from another Vegas entertainer.
Oh yeah, Carrot Top helped me out with that. He was fantastic. Yeah, and he had. If people search for it on YouTube, there'll be a little bit of shock and awe on that. But Carrot Top had no idea because of the nature of the trick, and I won't say what it was so they can do it. But the producers didn't think it would be a good idea if I used the host, Allison Hannigan, as my volunteer for the trick, which I was very much okay with and didn't want to do that either. So they said, would you mind having Carrot Top be your volunteer? And I was like, no, that would be great. Exactly. And they're like, well, we don't know if it will work schedule-wise, but we'll let you know. And sure enough, he was there. So I tried to introduce him in a kind of creative way. I didn't want to be like, in the audience, oh, you, sir, with the red hair, can you come up on stage? It doesn't feel authentic, but it was a true volunteer,
It was so much fun watching that. Vinny, we have all your information up right now. Good luck over the air. Magic by Vinny Grosso. Thanks for joining us and good luck.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.